Good evening, friends. I am Justin Paul from Computer Science and Engineering Department. Today, I will be explaining you the fourth experiment of the Java Programming Lab. Today, I have been given to do employee payroll system using inheritance. So today, I will be using inheritance. So it will be easy if you would have seen my last video about classes. Then it could be easy for you to understand this better. So the question is, write a menu-driven application to maintain the employee payroll details using Java to demonstrate the concept of inheritance. Assume that a company contains permanent employee and contract employee for whom the salary calculation varies. So in this application, I need to use method overriding and super keyword. And then here it's asking for each employee, your application should have some set of, you can see name, employee ID, this attributes, and then I should get the employee detail from user and then display the employee payslip from the month of January with all details in proper and neat form. And then for personal pay, rupees 2000 for the permanent employee and rupees 1000 for contract employee. Here the first is create a class called employee and initialize all the variables, then setter methods and then a display method. Then I need to create a permanent employee class and it should inherit the class, the employee class, and then it should have a data member net salary. And inside this permanent employee class, we should have a display function and a payslip function. And create a class called contract employee. It should inherit employee class. It should have following data members. I should create another class called contract employee, and it should also inherit the employee class. And then inside that, void display and void place. So this is my program. Here I have created a class called employee, and then I have initialized all the variables, name, employee ID, and then here I have the setup functions. And then for display, I've already created a display function. And then you have a class called permanent employee. And in C++, it was easy, not easy, like I mean, the syntax for inheritance was just put a colon, but in Java, you need to give a keyword called extends and then the class name which you want to inherit, that is employee. So this class, we are inheriting the class called employee in the permanent employee class. And then here I have declared another variable called int net salary and then void display. Inside that, I've used super dot display. Why? Because this super dot display will call this function display, the parent class display function. And then inside this, I'm calculating the net salary and then printing the net salary. Inside that, I also have a payslip, that is system.out.println month I details, that is per month from January till December. It will show all the payslip detail, that is how much he is earning per month. And then again, I've created another class called contract employee, which is also extending employee. That means the employee contract employee is also inheriting the parent class. And then here also I've created a attribute net salary, and then inside that function display. And then from here it's calling super dot display, which calls the parent class function. And you can see everywhere the display function is same. So method overriding is also done here. Also void payslip, the same name. So after that, in the main function, I've used the scanner class, and then I'm asking how many employees data you want to enter, and then I'm storing it in n, and then I'm creating two reference variables, that is e1 and e2, and then with e1 I'm creating an object for new permanent employee and e2 for contract employee. Here also I have declared all the attributes, and then here I've used the label. This is same like the go-to in C++, and then while of true. Here I've displayed all the choices which this program will be doing, and then I'm asking the user to enter the choice. According to the choice, the switch case will be running. For case 1, I have asked the user to enter all the details. Here I have created an object, new permanent employee, and then I have asked all this, and then I'll pass the values to the set of functions there in the parent class. And then for the contract employee also the same thing. I have created an object, and then I am getting the input from the user. And then for the case 3, for the display function, I am asking the user like he or she want to display the permanent employee details or the contract employee details. So enter your choice. Again, I will get the choice and display. See, if it's 1, then I'll display the permanent details. So since the reference variable for the permanent employee is even, so even of I dot display inside the for loop. for contract employee e2fi dot display. If it's the choice is 3, that is exit, it will go break label. That means it will come from here, it will come to the place where label is there, that it will come here, this label. So after it executes this break label, it will reach that place, and then if it's case 4, then it will come out of this program. So I will run this program and tell you how it runs. So here enter the number of employees, for which number I'll ask 2. So I want to create for permanent employee name Justin, employee ID 100, enter department CSE, designation CEO, experience let it be 3 years, basic pay 20,000, daily allowance 1,000, 12,000, grade pay 4,500. We can give any values, just simply giving any numbers. Second employee ID 123, enter department, let it be IT, designation manager, experience 5 years, basic pay 1,200, daily allowance 5,000, 4,500, 5,000. I am simply giving some values. So after that, if I want to create for contract employee, enter employee ID 145, enter department of employee, designation CEO, sorry, not CEO, let it be PA. Experience of employee, let it be 1 year, basic pay 1,500, 2,100, 5,000, 1,600, 3,000, 1,500. For second employee, let it be job 452, department DC, so I have entered the details for both the permanent employee and the contract employee. So for display, again inside the display it's asking you want to display permanent employee or contract. So first I'll display the permanent employee details. So you can see job in IT manager, details for employee 1, and then details of employee 2, and we display the details of contract employee. See, again you can see the contract employee details are also given. Now if I want to come out, so enter employee name, sorry, it went into some other, like after that we can put the exit and come out. So I hope you understood this program. Here main thing is like if you use this super keyword, it will call the parent class function. So when we do this super dot display, this parent class display function is being called, and then method overriding is the same function is being used in all the inherited classes. So I hope you understood this program. Inheritance is very easy. So if you know class concept, then only you can move forward and understand this inheritance and the program which is yet to come. So I hope you understood this program. Thank you for watching my video.